Well, hey, you guys, we are going to take you on a tour of the Main Street or the Disneyland Railroad all the way around, starting in Tomorrowland. So enjoy the ride. We're going to go completely around the park. I'm basically
just come aboard,
just going to let you guys enjoy
the
it.
next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
That was the Grand Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the primeval world, land of the dinosaurs. We're now returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here...
Alrighty folks, now right back at Main Street, USA. These are main seats until we come to a full complete stop, and there's going to be a stop carrier belonging to one step as you exit. If you enter the field, please keep strollers purchased once you reach the bottom of the stairs. It's stairs on steps and elevators. Also, a reminder, Nolan Square Station is closed for construction. If looking to go that side of the port, we recommend getting up here at Main Street, USA. You'll be enjoying your trip, and we'll see you again real soon.
This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA.
Excuse us.
Yes.
Good morning, folks.
More fun than sitting at home.
Thank you.
One not really turn the right through for the notice. Come on in, folks. Come on. If you want to Come on then, folks. Last call, folks. Last call. Trains and children only two.
Welcome aboard Holiday 2 on the Disneyland Railroad. During our journey today, we need everyone to remain fully seated. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train all the time. Parents, please supervise your children. We need everyone to remain fully seated while the train is in motion, either on your lap or on the seat next to you away from those large train door openings. Once again, our next stop at New Orleans Square Station is currently closed. You will not be able to get off at that station. But our next stop at Toontown, Tomorrowland, and Main Street, you will be. Once again, New Orleans is closed. We will be making a pit stop, though. Enjoy your trip.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. And watch your step as you're getting off. For those of you continuing on,
Welcome to New Orleans Square Station. Once again, friends, just remain seated during this time. We're going to make a quick pit stop. This is a real steep engine pulling our car today, so we may be taking on some water or blowing up some seas and exchanging our engineers. Once again, just remain seated during this time. Next stop will be Mickey's Toontown Depot. Thank you.
And this is what the Haunted Mansion queue is going to look like right there. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that is Morse code. Oh,
Alright, so this train is ready to depart. During our journey today, we need everyone to remain seated, hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. And please supervise your children. Once again, next stop is Mickey's Toontown Depot, your gateway for Fantasyland, Mickey's Toontown, and your closest stop for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Also, make sure you have your feet all the way down on the floor, friends. Make sure they're not up on the benches in front of you. Thank you.
So this station has Morse code, and it is Walt Disney's welcome speech to everyone on opening day. Just a little tad bit of information for you guys. They're redoing this entire area over here. There is the Haunted Mansion up there. Looks
to
very
those
bare.
just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
We're now entering the bayou, soon to be home to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Princess Tiana swears there's magic out here. And wherever there's magic, there's bound to be surprises. Blue skies and sunshine guaranteed. adventures, where anything can happen. As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, the last outpost in these parts, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. Revered Indian shaman sharing the stories of those in the great river valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable. Like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness.
That ride is not working. It is. What is it? It is working. We're actually
Thunder Mountain.
yonder.
Yeah, that one is open. I think the last time they had like a 40-minute wait. I mean, that's what we did, waiting for space mountain a minute ago.
This tunnel signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of ear, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, a cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters.
Welcome to Mickey's Toontown Depot. Once again, friends, please remain seated. The train comes to a full and complete stop. This is a great stop for all of Fantasyland and Toontown attractions, and your closest stop for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Once again, please remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop and those conductors are stepped onto that platform. For those of you staying on, our next stop is in the future at the Tomorrowland station. On the Disneyland Railroad. It's currently holding on a red light. This means that the train at Tomorrowland hasn't departed yet. As soon as they do, we'll be getting our green. Once again, our next stop is in the future at the Tomorrowland station. For anyone just joining us, as a reminder, our New Orleans Square station is closed. You cannot get on or off at New Orleans Square. So you're looking to go to New Orleans Square, Frontierland, Critter Country, or Adventureland, I recommend getting off at Main Street. Thanks for your patience, and we'll be on our way shortly.
So while we're waiting, I just want to tell you guys that it is such a beautiful day today, and the crowds are very minimal. It is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Once again, friends, just make sure to remain seated during this time. The train can depart at
Getting a
any
little bit
moment.
crowded now, but for the most part, this has been the least crowded day, I think, since it's reopened after the pandemic. I think this has been the nicest day so far. We're kind of walking on and off the rides. It's been really nice. So right over here is It's a Small World. We're going to be passing by the back of that. If you guys have any questions or anything, and something you want to see in a future video, just let me know.
Alright, friends, this train is ready to go. Thanks so much for your patience. Once again, next stop is Tomorrowland. Please remain seated. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. And parents, supervise your children. Just make sure they're away from those large train door openings. Once again, make sure everyone's fully seated during this time, including all children. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. We're now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Welcome to the future at the Tomorrowland Station. Once again, friends, please remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. This is a great stop for all Tomorrowland attractions, including Buzz Lightyear's Ashblasters, Space Mountain, Star Tours, and many more. Once again, we need everyone to remain fully seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop, and both conductors are on the platform. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day here at the Disneyland Resort.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for riding the Disneyland Railway with us. Stay tuned for more. Please like and subscribe.